night we ride.
What up, people? It's your boy Dratus, the casual beast for the average gamer. This is a continuation from my rant yesterday about lag compensation. I'm not going to bitch today. I'm just going to bring you some information that I did some testing and figured out today myself. I wanted to see how bad lag compensation was for me when I am using most of my bandwidth. So what I did is this. I have 5 upload, okay? 5,000 kilobits or whatever the fuck you want to call them. What I did was I set my stream, my Twitch TV stream and streaming, I set it up to 4850, 4,850 out of my 5,000-ish to be used for streaming. So that only left this morning like 250 KB, which is horrible. That's like, if you're doing a speed test or whatever for your internet, that's like 0.25 upload. This is basically what I left my PS3 to have, because I'm using all the other for streaming. And I played Black Ops. Lo and behold, by doing that, wow. I must have had 10 or 12 games, dude, where I went like 3+ KD. I mean, and I don't care about kills, I don't care about KD, but my whole point is when I did that and played the game this morning, I was not being lag compensated at all. I was running around the map with an SMG, running everywhere, winning almost all the gunfights. Never being shot behind a wall, never getting that hesitation and then I just drop over and die and it says the guy one shot at me. You know what I mean? When I was shooting people, they dropped. I'm like, okay, that's what I figured. The lower, the slower your connection, the more bandwidth, the less bandwidth you have, the better you're going to do in this game because of lag comp. So I turned it off. I turned my stream off in the middle of still playing. I never turned my PS3 off. Before the next round, after certain many games, I turned my stream off. So now I'm not using that 4850 anymore. All of that is just going into my PlayStation. Okay? Same lobby of people. Next round, 3-17. I went ahead and played through it. I kept my same style, running around. All of a sudden, all the guys that I was murking before, I was losing the gunfight to them every time. Running around corners, dropping over dead, said he shot me out in the open. Losing to people one-on-one, where on my screen I was aiming and shooting first, shooting at people, getting hit markers, and they just turn and drop me. All the bullshit that we see in lag compensation. Played 3 or 4 games straight like that, went negative in every game. Said okay, went back out to the main lobby, turned my stream back on. Now I'm using 4850 again for streaming, and only 250 whatever for thing. Turn it back on, boom. 4 games in a row I go super positive. I don't remember the numbers, but I mean I was going like 26 and 12 on hardpoint and shit like that. You know what I mean? Killing people at will with no problems. So it just goes to show you, with this lag compensation program that all the newer Call of Duties have, the less bandwidth you have and the slower internet, basically the shittier internet you have, the better it's going to perform for you, because you're not going to be getting lag compensated. And again, people who've never don't see any of this, that's because you got shit internet. I hate to tell you, but you do. You got slow internet. You don't have much bandwidth, so it's not lag compensating you. But those of us with real fast internet, we're being fucking lag compensated like crazy. And what I did basically was trick the game system. I tricked the the Call of Duty servers, because when you're in the lobby and it's looking for the ping and testing your bandwidth, it does all this shit instantly behind the scene. It read me as having a very slow connection because 4850 of my speed, upload, and bandwidth were being used. So it read me as only having like 250K, 0.25 upload. So I was not being lag compensated in any of those rounds. Lo and behold, I'm running around. I can't be killed. I can hear people bitching when I killed them. That was bullshit. And I'm like, I understand. I was on the good side of lag compensation. They're not going to do anything. The only way you're going to be able to get around this, if you're having a lag compensation big time problem like I do, is either do what I just did, if you have a capture card and you can stream, or you can use a router and QoS and throttle your own connection down. You can make it so your console, Xbox or PlayStation, only gets 500 kilobytes or 750 or less than a megabyte, of upload. You can throttle, your router to force your console to only get so much. That's the only way you're going to beat a trick like Call of Duty and play the games, or just have a shit connection, overall. And that's how these are going to be. And I'm telling you right now, the next Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 4, or whatever the fuck it's going to be called, it's going to be the same way. It's going to be the same exact lag compensation algorithm. They are not going to change it. I'm telling y'all now, this is a directive from Activision. This is so the masses, in their minds, will enjoy Call of Duty more and will buy the game. This is all for sales. I keep trying to tell you people, it's all for sales. That is why after Modern Warfare 2, they changed the lag comp algorithm. Okay, nobody bitched about it back then in Modern Warfare 2 because it was fair for everybody. But people with slower connections were getting their ass owned because their connections were slow, so you got left behind. I'd rather have one guy with God mode on than to play against a whole team and 7 out of their 9 has God mode pretty much, and we're lagging behind them 2 and 3 seconds. I'd rather have one guy doing that on the other team than 7 of them. I don't know about you, but to me that makes more sense. So anyway, man, this is just a little tidbit that I found out, for myself in testing, So basically, if I'm going to play Black Ops, like on my PS3, I can only do it if I stream at that bit rate. And the stream is not watchable because that's too high of a bit rate for people to even be able to watch. So I just leave my stream as, off. It's on, but it's not listed. And I just, I stream, when I play like that. But it's a shame you got to do that with a video game. Now, like I said, Call of Duty, the shittier your connection, the less bandwidth you have, the better you're going to do because you're not going to be lag compensated. The problem is, don't go out and downgrade your internet because if you play any other video games besides Call of Duty, it's the opposite. The faster your internet, usually the better you're going to do. If you play like Battlefield, dedicated servers, you don't want slower internet. I mean, you want faster, better, lower pings. You want it to be quicker. So COD is really the only thing major that's, making people that's going in that direction, which to me is ass backwards. But I know why they're doing it. I don't agree with it, but I know why. Because that's letting little shitty Johnny on his booty, connection, that's letting him be able to compete. Now all of a sudden, in past Call of Duties, he was, 1 in 20 in every game, whatever, and, probably wasn't going to buy a new one. But now, this same little Johnny, he didn't get better, but now, the little motherfucker's going 20 and 2 in every game because he's running around killing people, and he thinks it's because he's a beast, but really it's because the rest of the room's getting lag compensated, and he's not because he's got a slow-ass connection. Anyway, man, that was just some info for you. I'm out. Peace.